Good morning, everybody. Hey, we're just getting started. Happy Thursday. Rise and grind. You know what I'm saying? It's that time again. And I got my coffee. Check it out. Probably still too hot to drink. Just poured it, but it's in the I Donut Care mug. Listen, this is like a note to self, right? We're gonna get into it later because obviously I do care. There's some recent developments that got me feeling a certain way on the server. You know what I mean? Here, little sneak peek. Let's do a slash who all, right? Pretty low pop these days, right? I wonder why. Anyways, we'll get into. Listen, I'm doing my best to not crash out today, but I'm in a bad. I, I'm not gonna say I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a great mood. I'm feeling terrific, but there's been some recent developments that got me feeling a certain way. That's the best I could put it. So I'm trying to remind myself, I do not care, right? I do not care, like the mug says, but I do. Anyways, we're just getting started over here. Um, 6 a.m. on a Thursday. That's how we do it. That's when we do it, and this is where we do it right here on Twitch, on EverQuest, the PvP server. Oh boy, I wish there was a different PvP server, but this is the one we got right now. It is what it is. You know? Let's mess around in this zone a little bit, I guess. See what we see. See if Angry's up. See if what's the other one? Bodyguard is up. I need some faction. Obviously, I need a lot of faction. Okay, here's tables. Alright, if this is the table, then Angry would be over here. I don't think it's up. I'm not like the most expert navigator of Dr. Oga, right? That's what we call it now. It's not Droga, it's Dr. Oga. Um, I do my best to derp around in here, but I don't know where I'm going. If I go all the way, I think it's south, then I can get to the bodyguards, right? We're south. That's east. Here's south. Okay. Nope, this is a dead end. Okay, hold on. Let me look it up. I typed the letter D in my search engine. It's like, you looking for a Dr. Oga map again? Yes, yes, I'm looking for the Dr. Oga map again. Like, I can get to this spot, but as far as getting out, get a little confused. Okay, so I gotta go west and then south. Got it. Where's the tables? That's north, east. Here we go. Go west, and then we'll turn south. And which is the more southern way? Nope, not that one. All right, so this looks more like, okay, which way is south from here? It's like the more southern, there we go. And we should, yeah, there we are. This is the ledge room. KH fan, what's up? How you doing? Chief Rotgus is up. He's tough. I'm looking for a bodyguard, so I'd love to bring back an extra circlet. You know, true, it's not the pre-nerf circlet, but it's still good. And 1111, nice. Yeah, I got a pre-nerf circlet, but that means I could carry the other one, Circlet of Shadows. Since it's a different name, it's a different item. The lore tab doesn't affect it, right? That would pop somewhere in this area, the bodyguard. So we'll kill some placeholders. Obviously looting all the green goblin skin I can find. We got that's number 8. Just getting started. If I never went to the vendor, it would appear. Last time I came here in like a hurry. Hammered right to Kunark. I don't think I vendored anything. Yeah, it is what it is. Might have to take a little vendor trip soon enough. Yeah. Try to stack my buffs a little bit. There we go.
They're taking a tactical advantage, but that's why it gets easier. I mean,
Classic sound, love that. So who's online right now? We got Chill Guy. And we got Chocolate. I'm not sure who either of them are. That's it though. And then of course the level 1 Lager, but he don't count. I don't count level 1s. It's nothing personal against level 1s. It's just they're immune to PvP, so they don't really count, you know? My day, oh, it's going great. It's you know, 6 in the morning, just got up. My coffee is piping hot. We'll start sipping that in a sec, but feeling great. I love Thursdays. Rise and grind, you know what I'm saying? Same place, same time. And keep an eye on the who all. See who's logging in. I gotta kill so many goblins to get the faction I need, right? Your coffee lover. Such a delicious beverage. I never appreciated it as a kid, but now that I'm older, I get it. I've been understanding it for a while. One bad thing about being way down deep in this zone is pretty far away from clicking Sal, you know what I mean? Or clicking J-Boots, something. It's not in the cards down here. You gotta go outside, and by the time I go outside, click the J-Boots, and get back all the way into this part, I'm gonna need to go click J-Boot, you know what I mean? It's so deep. It's not really that bad, but you drink it just the coffee, black coffee. Wow. See, that's the way I used to try to drink it when I was younger. I didn't like it at all. And then I discovered a little creamer. Oh, love it. I like the flavored creamer. I just put a little splash, no sugar. Let the creamer, the flavored creamer flavor it. It's good. Gets me up in the morning. Anyway, yeah, we did the Y2K special last stream. That was silly. It was something different. Yep, this is the Shadow Knight. Level 60. Powerful. Got 6 neck. Got the eye patch of Plunder. which is terrific. We got this earring, Head of the Valiant. That's you know, one of the steps towards the epic, along with Will of Vinrock chest. You know, pretty good, getting there. Of course, a turtle belt. A lot of this stuff's pretty predictable. You know, Mithril Greaves, Mithril Arms, Reinforced Dragonhide Boots. Not bad. Dragon Horn, sorry. Those are pretty good. I should probably heal a little bit. Just a little bit. I like Vampiric Curse. Pretty efficient heal. And of course, I do have a mana free heal in the form of, where is it? This thing. Soulbinder. Proc Soul Bond, which is a heal over time. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But Vampiric Curse is better. They don't stack. So, you know, I have some mana. I'm going to use mana. But if I run out of mana, I'll switch to mana free. And of course, I got Life Leech. You know, every minute and a half or whatever, I could pop that. Costs a lot of mana, 315, but it's pretty good life tap. Pretty amazing life tap. Alright, nice. We got the salt and the skin that time. We're up to 11 skins and 7 salt, which is, it's nothing. It's a drop in the bucket. I need a million, not a million, but I need probably thousands more still. Crazy. But it will be worth it. I'm not carrying it on me, but I got a head of Scargus. So I can get the signet ring, you know? You're planning to get on THJ? Nice. That looks like a fun one, honestly. If there was PvP, I would definitely be on there. It's different, and I like that. I appreciate the differentness. The differences. Goblin Stitcher. Like, these guys drop those scribbles that are, like, pointless, right? Back in the day, on Live EverQuest when I was younger, and even still, if you look at my banks in modern day, I have a lot of junk in my bank. I'm always like hoarding drops because I'm gonna look it up later. Oh man, I used to be so mad when I finally look up a drop that I've been carrying, like, and find out that it has no known use, no quest, no trade skill, nothing. Doesn't vendor. It's just like pointless. Just some filler item. Like Goblin Scribblings. I would have thrown that in my bag, you know? I would have took that to the bank back in the day. And it's for nothing. Out of mana. Now we got I'll Eat Your Babies online. We have a monk, SK Beast Lord. Nice. Level 30. Okay, so I mean, at that level, if you can kill those guards, I feel like they'll be awesome XP. It might be able to work. Who's this? Can I not even friggin' ban spammers right now? How annoying. How annoying is that? I don't know why, but my OBS won't let me log back in. I can see the chat, but I can't participate in the chat. If I want to participate in the chat, including moderating, I'm going to have to open my browser. Hold on. Browser's yapping. Okay, there we go. This is so I can fucking ban this guy or time him out. Because I don't, even though it's not a clickable link, I don't want no scam spam links in my chat, you know? Even if it's not clickable. Got it. Okay. That was annoying. Anyways, we're just getting started over here. Let me hit the invis and sit just for a little mana. You killed some guild masters when you were 33. Okay, so I think it could work, and there's a good amount of guards, you know? Kind of get a little cycle going, where because it's like kind of a circular city, right? You could like loop around. That might work. Let me know how it goes. I believe in you, KH fan 123. I think you could do it. You know, it's the beauty of THJ, right? You're just very powerful for your level. I like that combo too. Monk, Shadow Knight, Beast Lord. So you can feign death, get a couple pets. Yep. That's neat. Like I said, I need to kill like 1,000 goblins, if not more. Right, yeah, that's crazy having multiple pets at once. I know some people have like 3 pets and multiple pet buffs that they could cast on all of them, right? That's pretty powerful. All right. So since this is the Inner Sanctum, these are like some of the highest level goblins, right? In this zone. I mean, I'm killing them fine. They're not killing me. They're hurting me a little bit though. And if I was, you know, not in the Inner Sanctum, they'd be a bit easier. I might be able to kill them faster, less downtime. So keeping that in mind, I might work my way towards outside of the Inner Sanctum pretty soon. And of course, there's things in the Inner Sanctum I want to kill when they spawn. But I don't mind just periodically checking them. I feel like killing more goblins is better, right? The most I can kill, the better off of them. I don't want to be here forever, right? I want to get the faction. I want to go to Shardock and hand in the Skargus head, and I want to get the ring, you know, ASAP. So less dilly-dallying, and the more goblin killing, the better. That's the goal today. But yeah, this THJ's mainly a solo server. I can relate because I'd say this is you know, mainly a solo server too. Just because, you know, not that many players. You know, not to say that we don't have to solo. We could group up with people. But a lot of the time, it's a little lonely. And this, you know, it's the way they want us to play. We're supposed to not be boxing, right? However, if you recall a couple weeks ago, maybe it was a few weeks ago, I don't know exactly the date, but it was like not long at all. They banned somebody for 5 boxing, right? And I was like, I was pissed. Not that they got banned, but that they had been doing it blatantly for so long before getting banned. You know what I mean? It's like a real slap in the face to anybody who plays honestly. And anyway, they unbanned him, right? The 5 boxers back. How much you want to bet they're 5 boxing again? Not right now. I'd say ever since they unbanned the 5 boxer, the server population has been pitifully low. You know what I mean? I think a lot of honest players and it might even chase me off too. I'm so fucking sick of this shit. You know what I mean? I said before, I'm trying not to crash out. I'm really trying my hardest to, you know, stay positive and just enjoy EverQuest and have fun. But like, what's the point in you know, any of this shit? You know, as somebody who's permabanned, right, and had to start from scratch when I didn't even do anything, for them to unban 5 boxers after like a couple weeks, fuck that shit. I'm so mad, you know. Um, you got 300 points right after. Nice. I want to add some more sound alerts. I want to add some more topical ones. You know what I mean? Like that one's really funny because it's from the early days of Red 99. You know, it was like a Nagafen raid way back in the day. Um, so I love it because it's Red 99 history, but it also at the same time it's like 14 years ago or something. So like I don't know if it's really relevant or topical anymore, but it's still funny. Yeah, I love this weapon. This thing's good. Herbalist Spade with Paralyzing Earth. Oh no, it's great to see you. I appreciate the lurk. Have a great sleep. And hopefully I'll see you Sunday too. Because you know we're going hard in honor of Fippy Darkpaw every Sunday. Um, I like being Skelly form too, you know? Shroud of Undeath. Cool stuff. Just can't slam, right? So it's, you know, you take the good with the bad. There's a lot of good when you're a skeleton, right? You don't have a name over your head. You're like stealth mode. They can't tell what you are or what you're wearing really. Just generic skelly. You're a little smaller, so you can fit through doorways and pinch points a lot better than big old troll. But like I said, you can't slam it. So if I really needed to interrupt the spell, I would have to click off the skelly form. So I could spam the slam, you know? And sometimes I'll do that, like in PvP or something. I might start out in skelly form and then be like, you know what? I don't want them to cast that. And click it off and hit the slam, and you hope and pray that it actually the bash lands, since it cost you your skelly form to try that. And sometimes, bash whiffs and they get their cast off, and you're like, I should have just stayed skelly form, but live and learn. Can't predict these things. But anyways, 20% mana. We're working our ways through the inner sanctum. Oh, free shrink, group shrink hotkey. That's so cool. Yeah, because if you're a shrunk down troll, then you can, what's it called? You can still slam. But if you're, you could even be an enlarged skeleton. You won't be able to. Really? Nice. Yeah, I like being small a little bit, right? I don't like shrinking down too much. It gets a little, not that it's unplayable, but when you're really, really small, it feels a little weird to me, but it's still cool. But I like, one or two shrinks, just a couple. A couple shrinks will do. All right, here's the placeholder for, what's its nuts? The, Soothsayer. Funny story, right? So when I was coming here a while ago, a few weeks ago, I gave away my earring of essence because, in my head, there's going to be earring of essence dropping all the time. And I don't want the headache of trying to, loot a lore item before it rots. I have not seen this earring drop yet. It's coming here. I've seen the named a lot, and he always drops the shoulders. He's dropped the shoulders probably 7 or 8 times since I've been here, and I've seen 0 ears. I'm still rock. You know, this is not the ear I usually wear. I usually wear Earring of Essence to 10 save magic, you know, and some HP. It's a good, good. I would love to. I really would. All right now. No, Shami buff still bleeding. Always a sad day when that happens. All right. So. Yeah, 2743 HP. Nice. Not bad for unbuffed. Is better than me, for sure. But yeah, the earring. I'll get another one. I swear I will. I swear I will. Um, just got to keep killing that placeholder. And when the name spawns, you know, got to go kill that named. Try and get back to ledge room. I did it again. I ended up in the same little freaking dead end. Hold on. Alright, I gotta come out of this dead end, take a left, and a left. Alright, left. And a left. Okay, now we just go this way and we should hit ledge room. I cleared most of ledge room. I did not clear the top of the ledge, right? Rotgus was up there, and I was like, oh, he's hard. I just kind of ignored him. So, you know, maybe we'll go mess with him, but at the same time, like, not a huge point. He drops like a dagger that I think I already have one, you know, so it's like probably gonna rot. But who knows? Sometimes you kill names and they're worth more faction than a regular guy, so I'll do it. I'll do it. Well below average. Good to see you. Good morning to you too. We're just getting started over here. Happy Thursday. How you doing? Great to see you. You don't like paladin enemies? I know. Oh shit, look, we got a bodyguard pop. He's gonna harm touch me. I was looking for this guy. Hopefully he drops the circlet. Yeah, lay on hands is so annoying. I like it. I like it when I'm able to kill them before they hit the lay on hands. You know, sometimes like a really well-timed harm touch will do it, but high risk maneuver because you know you do it a little too early and they live. Now they're lay on handsing and your harm touch is down. You better. There we go. So this is the nerf version, right? This takes 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 seconds to cast. But it's mana free. And you don't need to memorize the spell. See, I got the instant. The nerf, the pre-nerf, way better, obviously. But this will be a nice gift for somebody. You could use your harm touch every 72 minutes. Yep, yep. Oh yeah, I know that. I know all about harm touch. Love harm touch. But yeah, let's go look at Rotgus. Chief Rotgus. Rockgus. He's green. He is tough, so I'm gonna get some mana. I'll be right back. We're just getting started over here, so don't go too far. Unless, of course, you are going to the YouTube channel or the Discord, right? Yep, yep. So, how's it work on your server? If you're offline, does it keep counting down? Like if you harm touch and then camp, and then come back a few hours later, is harm touch up? Or you still got to use the time, the timer's still got to go? So on this server, it used to count when you were offline, so you can harm touch and then camp and then log back in later and harm touch and you know what I mean? They said no, no, no. I call that anti-Chewy legislation because I used to do that, and then they put a stop to that. Now the timer only counts when you're currently online on that character, which is rough, you know. But if you die, it resets. So you don't know, but probably yeah. Take a look sometime. Next time you camp when harm touch is down, make a note if it comes back up while you're offline. I'll be right back though, real quick. Pandu, good morning. You asked, can they initiate anti-Chewy legislation to not count down res timer while logged onto another character? Yeah, I know, right? I'll have to find a way to benefit, and then they'll change it, right? That's how it works. It's always they come from a place of trying to stop me. So I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm like Fippy Darkball, won't be stopped. It's good to see you this morning. Chief Rockus, let's go, let's do it. Going down, Rockus. Class is this guy. Some sort of warrior, maybe? I should have done my damage shield. I'm not messing around. I guess he's messing around a little bit. Just a little. But yeah, we're just gonna start over here. I'm trying to get some faction. I would love an earring of essence while I'm here too. Because I gave away the one I was wearing with the anticipation of just grabbing a new one. Hasn't happened yet. I love an earring of essence. And, you know, green goblin skins. I need so many green goblin skins. Rock Gus's sticker. I mean, I guess I'll hold on to it. Bag space is at a premium right now. So let's see. Oof. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. The opal? I would hate to. Might have to. Or the goblin forged iron arm plates. The goblin forged stuff's probably worth more than that weapon, but whatever. If I finish off this stack of skins, I'll probably have to go hammer out, make bag space. Necessary evil, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're just gonna start over here. Dr. Oga. Oh, where'd you come from? Got the interrupt. That's good. The most predictable moment in any Chewy. Which one? Which one's the most predictable moment? When I go vendor. When I realize my bags are full. Yeah, I know. It really is. It's an issue that's been going on my entire EverQuest life. You know? You'd think I'd learn, but I don't. Right? Yeah, they're all full. A regular backpack, you're like an 8 slot backpack bag. What am I doing? How do I get here like this? Like I've never been to Iceclad, you know, where they sell 10 slot. At least I have the Guck bags, right? I got the Stone Evil Eye, and I got the Light Burlap sack. It's bad when I don't have either of those somehow. Lacking. Oh, this thing's got a ton of heals. How annoying. All right, nice big double tackle finished off. There we go. Golden pendant. I cry every time. Well, let's go see if Earring of Essence is up. Probably about time to go check it. It's not the longest repops in here. It's like probably 20-ish minute repops. Thereabouts. Which is, I mean, I guess pretty standard for a dungeon, right? Somewhere in that range. I don't have haste on. I'd like to bury the haste a little bit if I can. Alright. I'd love to see what my faction's at, too. So maybe I'll go see the Goblin Trader. What do we got? What do we got? I'm looking for another bodyguard. I don't know why I need another bodyguard because it's a lore drop. So I actually don't need a bodyguard. So let's just get ready to do that vendor run, I think. Nope, another Destiny of Zek player online. I'm outnumbered. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? You think it's respawned by now? I'd love to see him. Soothsayer, let's go. Not yet. Not yet. Let's clear some trash in the room, I guess, while we wait. Good, we're not outnumbered. Oh, actually, we're outnumbering them now. Uh-oh, somebody in the zone. taking a tactical advantage real quick. Let's see. You know it's good when it only takes 3 tries to type my password correctly. You know it's a good day. I gotta check something out right quick. Man, it's taking forever to load. What's up with this? There it goes. It was like 75% through loading and stopped. You know, it's got the loading bar at the bottom. It stopped again, but it's about 80% through now. There it goes. There we are. Oh shit, I forgot I left it. Man, I thought I was at the zone line on this guy. I was trying to go check from the other side. We still can, just gotta run a little bit. Let's go. We're just getting started. Coming from the over there. I thought I was camped in Droga, right? This is the guy I usually farm skins on, my warrior, because he's beastly, absolutely beastly. The good news is I can go vendor real quick over here. Vendor right, really quick. Axe of the Ironback. I haven't seen one of these in forever. Holy shit. Only 1,300 plat. What a bargain. Okay, so the masks don't sell for very much. Necks are better than masks. Let's make some room real quick. Okay, so Raucus's sticker sells for 1 plat. Terrible. But it is usable by casters, so I might have a use for it. But that's really poor vendor ability. Anyway, which one's the bank? I think it's this one, right? Yes. The dude, what's up? Good morning. We're just getting started over here, if you couldn't guess. What else we got today? Let's see real quick. A bunch of nonsense. Toads. Yep. Nonsense. Whoa. Whoa. What's this doing here? I don't remember that. Okay. Cool. Anyways. Let's run back to, what's it called? The spot. Oh, that player's offline now, so I can't even go. I was hoping to check him from the zone line, right? Because I couldn't target him in the inner sanctum, so it's like maybe they're by the zone line. I thought it'd be quicker to come on this tune. A little fat from the favorite place. A little far, yeah. I know, but I could. Wait, do I not have one? Where's my lizard blood potions? Uh-oh. All out of lizard blood potions. I guess I gotta pick up some more. Probably all on my bard. It's usually who I'm farming them on. I know I have a ton. The Kazakh Gate. It's always nice to just zip back to Southeast Antonica. But yeah, we're a little far from Gawk. I do have a Shadow Knight camped in Gawk. Don't worry about that, but might have a couple. Come to think of it. But yeah, I came here for Green Goblin skin. See, I got a head of Scargus on the Warrior now too. So I need however many Green Goblin skins I needed before. Now I need twice as many because I gotta get the Warrior up too. So it is what it is. It's EverQuest is what it is, and there's no end in sight. I'm gonna be doing this for a while. But well, that being said, the player who I was on my way to go look for is offline, so I guess I'm not looking for anybody anymore. I know, so many skins and salts. So the good news is both the Warrior and the Shadow Knight that need the skins and salts, they're both not KOS anymore, right? We're getting there. That's like the first major hurdle of the faction grind, right? You got to get high enough to just be able to run around in there. Once you can run around in Chardok, you're obviously a lot closer to being accepted. Um, and you don't have to like sneak around when you're trying to do the hand-ins anymore. So at least we're over that hurdle on both these trolls. But it's still a long ways to go because some of these faction levels are just huge. They just take so much. So it is what it is. I think the Shadow Knight handed in probably something like 8+ stacks already of the skins. Another couple stacks of salts, and killed goblins plenty. But you got to keep in mind, I was starting off at probably max KOS because I used to actually kill in Chardok on the Shadow Knight. So it's like a uphill grind for sure. But we're doing it. We're doing it. If I didn't have such strong convictions, I would just two box the Warrior and the Shadow Knight, get both factions ground up at once. Maybe get banned for a couple weeks or whatever. But in the scheme of things, it would it'd be worth it, right? That's how to play Red 99 now. I'm so mad about this. Like I can't help but crash out a little bit because they unbanned the 5-boxer. They were banned. It wasn't a ban. They were suspended for like a couple weeks. Like for 5-boxing, why? We don't need that shit on this server. You know what I mean? Like, so mad. So mad right now. Like, it's not much of a deterrence, right? It seems like cost of doing business, right? 5-box, question mark, question mark, question mark, profit. Get banned for a couple weeks and then get unbanned and go back to 5-boxing. Fuck that shit. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at this server right now. Immersion critically low. I would love a new server, run by totally different people. Not these guys. I'm so sick of this shit. Meanwhile, I'm still banned and I didn't do anything. Make it make sense? Make it make sense. But anyway, I busted out the I do not care mug today to remind myself I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Whatever. I don't care. That's what I'm telling myself. Is it true? I don't know, but it's what I'm telling myself anyway. Anyways. Levitate fading. Well, can't have that. Gotta have the levitate. Now 1 hour deep into the stream. AKA, you could say we're just getting started. I know I will. We're just getting started. Make a silent move right quick again. Yeah, I'll be right back. Don't go too far, okay? Don't want to miss any of the action. This is the PvP server after all. Who knows? I feel like somebody's lurking. Who's hunting who right now? That's the real question. I'll be right back though. I find myself in Guck, right? All this talk of my favorite place, my favorite zone. It made me want to just check it out, right? We're back on Wipeout really quick. That's how it goes. You have enough alts, and you can just pop in wherever. Right now we're popping in over here in Guck. I just want to see if any Frenzy's up, any AM is up, stuff like that. No Frenzy. I'm gonna blast this core ghoul wizard, honestly. Oh shit. I just right clicked the wrong spell. Terrible. Blast. It's nice when I get a proc because it's like a free nuke, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. If I gotta cast a nuke, I gotta cast a nuke. It's fine. Wow. It's actually visible XP at level 55, which is, you know, not an easy level. It takes a while. Anyway, I wanted to see the pops. We saw Frenzy's not up. Let's see if AM is up. Maybe we'll blast one more frog while we got mana. And then we'll get back to the task at hand. Obviously, I need goblin skin really bad. Anytime I'm spending not killing the goblins is, you know, time I should be spending killing the goblins, really. Let's face it. But no AM. Let's check the Ghoul Lord. Just gotta. I haven't been down here in a bit. Wizard. Not the Ghoul Lord. Okay. Well, like I said, it's always good to pop in and see what's going on in the old Guck Zone. Make another silent move. And we'll be right back at the task at hand. Who are these people? We know Nas, right? He's level 60 enchanter. Kurtix. I've seen that name before, but I forget who that is. I forget. Anyways. Make a silent moves. Moving in silence. So we know Mochet is a Shadow Knight. I figured it out. Anyways. Back on the big guy. We're just getting started. We're back at it. Back at it like we never left. Gotta keep our head on a swivel though, because it is a little sketchy. Somebody was poking around. Let's see what we see. I'd love to see Soothsayer. No Soothsayer. Make some room in a big way. Making silent moves. Nobody knows that I got the OT hammer equipped and I'm trying to proc. Nobody knows that I'm entering the over there right now. Right? It's our little secret. It's always good to, you know, sneak around on this server. It is PvP after all. Alright. Let's go make some room. Now, do they actually like me as a Skelly? I haven't tested if it changes my faction. Oh, amiable. How good. How wonderful. Anyways, I definitely need to hit a vendor. I definitely need to hit a bank. These are facts. Jeez. These greedy vendors sure are greedy, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm not going back to freaking Antonica just to sell right now. Maybe I'll keep the 20 gargoyle eyes, you know? Sell that when I'm back home, but the rest of the stuff it can be done. Alright, let's hit the bank. You think my bags are messed up? Let's go see the bank. You're gonna see some real bad bag situation. Yeah, decent little haul. 200 plat plus. Like I said, I got gargoyle eyes stack, but I would take a 100 plat hit on that if I hammered it in. It's not good. Is any of this worth dropping off right now? Like, okay, well, that was fun. We did it. Maybe I should take the head of Scargus with me. Eh, I guess not, because there's a bank in Chardock. Even if I run to Chardock and forget to bring the head, I can just grab it. So it's not a huge deal. Gauntlets of Potence. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, well let's get back down there. One good thing is, you know, click J Boots. You just killed Urea Baslin. Hey, nice. You get anything good? I'm not sure what that drops. Yeah. Well, like I said, we need so many more goblin skins. One of the monk guild masters. Ah, nice. Yeah, those got to be tough. They drop like any robes or headbands or anything. I've never killed that one. How much room did I actually make? Let's see. How 4 slots. What a worthwhile trip, you know? Gotta love it. Nothing, but it does give good XP. Hey, XP is very important. Well, anyway, we're running around the Over There, which I think is the funniest name for a zone in this game. You know what I mean? I love that. The Over There. That's so funny. Um, always thought it was funny. And it's a cool zone, I guess. You know, I spent enough time here already doing the sledgehammer quests, right? The hard way. Getting berserker whips and handing them in 4 at a time. Like, did that a lot on the Shadow Knight. my warrior got helped out. My druid got helped out even more, you know what I mean? But when I was doing it for the Shadow Knight, I was here for a while. And listen, Khazak Thul Troll, I didn't have very far to grind, really, and it still took forever. So I can only imagine, you know, doing like a Wood Elf Druid, how long that would take. Freaking forever. He double checked. Rhea with an E, not an A. Okay. Good to know. I'm a terrible speller myself. I've never been good at spelling. It's getting so bad where even my phone doesn't want to auto-correct me anymore. I'll type something. It's just like, you're on your own. You know. Or even sometimes it won't even autocorrect it. Like I'll type something that's like not a word and it'll just accept it. You know, it's just like, okay, sure. Bunch of random letters. There you go. Level 61. Wow. You beat that at, what did you say, 37? What level are you? 36. Dang. All right. Oh, you got to 38? Nice. Hey, grats. Dang, this Kunark Rhino is really aggressive, huh? Okay. Time to rebuff a little bit. My shielding wore off, so time to hit that up. And I guess I'll re-click J Boots while I'm here thinking of it. Alright. Anyway, let's get back down to Dr. Oga. Get some faction. We need it. We need the faction so bad. It's getting stuck in every single tree. Saw that? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyways. Alright. So, dive on in with the freshest J Boots we can. Nice and fresh. Only lasts like what, 17 minutes or something, so you know, it'll be nice while it lasts. Spend like half of that time getting back to the inner sanctum. No, it's not that bad. Hey, Grimlust. It's good to see you. I hope you have the best day ever too. You always brighten my morning when you say stuff like this. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate you, buddy. We're just getting started over here on this You know, beautiful Thursday morning. I made it right up the little ledge there, no problem. You know, love that. Now, normally if I'm rushing to the inner sanctum, we go through the pit, but since I made it right up the ledge, yeah, why don't we just hang around killing some easy goblins for a bit? Get some, get the skins flowing. And then if anybody pops in the zone, we'll be right here ready to check it out. And yeah, I guess there's other goblins you can kill to do this skin farm, right? I always do it here. I never went to the other goblin camp, whatever it is. I'm not that I never been there, I haven't been there in years, I should say. Probably since, you know, live EQ way back. Hardly ever on Kunark, let's face it. Oh, I gotta grab my coffee refill. It's my donut care mug. Be right back. In the middle of this fight. I'm back. What'd I miss? What'd I miss? Green Goblin skin, that's what's up. Let's get some more. Honestly, these if there's the inner sanctum, let's call these regular goblins, right? They're not really like exterior because those are outside. But these are, you know, in the zone but not in the inner sanctum. So let's just call them regular goblins. These regular goblins, they're not even that much easier. You know, I was kind of figuring I'd be totally wrecking these things now that I'm not in the inner sanctum. But they're probably just about as hard. We'll see. I'm pretty sure the ones that harm touch a little less hard. Slightly, maybe. We'll see. They still drop goblin skins, which is the important. I'm surprised I landed that bash, honestly, before he finished the cast. Looked like he was trying to slow me, which I would have almost certainly resisted, but if I can interrupt the cast, I'm going to interrupt the cast, you know? Rather not even chance. Alright, let's get a little more mana. Not go too crazy. You know, slow and steady. This is a faction grind. This isn't a faction sprint. Gonna take our time, do it right. Slay the gobs. No, I let my haste fade. That was silly. Quite a bit of buff to recast now. There we go. Much better. I hit it with the curse, which will heal my health up a bit. Not a bad amount. It's pretty good. And we'll sit, get some mana, and, you know, tear up the next room. Maybe sit again, get some mana, and tear up the room after that. It's just over and over again until, you know, Chardock is my out. Do you have to be an ally or just amiable? I'll look it up. Right? Got the Stargus head in the bank. We got 21 goblin skins and counting. And we'll just keep it up. We'll keep up the good work. All right. All right, I'll be right back when I have more mana. Yeah, I had a busy week this past week. I went a whole week without playing any Balatro and barely any Slay the Spire. You know, I played a little MTG Arena just to get my daily wins. You know, gotta get a couple wins every day, keep the gold flowing. You know, do a quest or whatever. So you know, keep the quests coming in. Um, but I didn't have time for any forklift simulator. You know what I mean? Like I had high hopes for this week. I was gonna play. I was gonna get on the forklift. You know, try to beat some times. And just wasn't in the cards. Maybe this upcoming week. But I'll tell you what I did log in last night for a little bit. Friggin' Minecraft. Maybe it was the night before. Either way, I haven't played Minecraft in so long. But I still got the realm going. You know, hey, if anybody here plays Minecraft or is even a little Minecraft curious, you could join my realm. You know what I mean? I pay a monthly subscription to like have this thing. And a couple of years ago, we were heavy in it. Me and some of the pals. I'm trying to bring it back. You know what I mean? I've been paying the subscription this whole time. I know personally I hadn't logged on in probably over a year. So I'm trying to make up for some lost time. They did a bunch of updates in the past, years since I logged in. It looks really fun, these new updates. I want to check them out. I want to go do an archaeology in my. I want to go find some cool stuff. I want to go check out the, what is it, the trial? There's all sorts of new stuff. So much new stuff that I haven't seen yet. So I haven't been to an ancient city yet. So, that might happen. Maybe we'll add a Minecraft stream this week. It's not going to be Sunday, though, because Sunday will be right here on EQ. Thursday morning will be right here on EQ. Listen, I promise you guys, this is not changing. I do play other games, but I'm very consistent with the streaming schedule. Um, but yeah, like I said, if anybody wants to get into some Minecraft, hit me up on Discord. If you can't get into the Discord, let me know right now in chat. We'll get you a link right now. But it's gonna be the place. Who knows? Maybe we'll even do another like mini game day. That was really fun. We used to play Arrow Wars. Just do parkour courses. Just mixed it up every now and then. It was really fun. You just killed the other 3 Monk Guild Masters. Hey, grats. You're gonna be dinging. You're gonna be dinging again before you know it. Picked up a good amount of plat since getting here. That's good. I like that these things aren't too broke, you know? Alright. We don't need to sit yet. Let's keep going. Keep pushing it. Oh, he's trying to dispel me. Don't you do it. Looks like he's trying to slow me. I resist. You used the Guildmaster window to put points in sneak and feign death while they were fleeing. That's so funny. Alright, let's see here. Yes, another skin. This is good. The skins are worth, what, like two goblin kills each or something like that? Or no? Salt is worth half a skin, half a kill, and a skin's worth 1 kill. I forget exactly how it works, but skins are good. It's all I know. All I need to know. Keep it simple. There's 2 skins in a row. Love that. This is a good camp when it's double loot, or even just 50% extra loot, where you get a chance of double. It's nice. It's nice when you pick up 2 skins off the same goblin. You know? Oh shit! Tell me. I would have let him, right? Because the dispel might have hit this, but it interrupted himself. Yeah, must have been a little pushback or something. Yeah, again, interrupted. I didn't bash him. He's just got low channeling skill or something. Weird. Gotta get a little more mana. I don't want to overextend, right? Overextending might be fine on blue, might be fine on green. This is red, right? You gotta stay ready. You gotta keep our head on a swivel. And, be prepared for the worst. And there is a spot in this zone where we can check faction. So, that will happen. We'll make our way to the Goblin Trader, right? He's a traitor because he's on the Starnak side. And that's the faction we're trying to check. You're tempted to just buy ad time. Hey, save your points for now. I'm going to add some more stuff in the coming weeks. I've got some ideas, and then we'll add it. So hopefully it's something cool that you're glad you saved your points for, Ad time, it's boring. I just hit the add button. If it even lets me. Once upon a time, it would always let you, I think. It's been a while. But in recent history, They added like a cooldown thing where it's like you can't run an ad if it just ran an ad, and since it automatically runs ads like all the time, it like never lets me run the ad anymore. Sometimes it does, but it's rare. So I'd say save your points for now. That's just my opinion. What do I know? I'll be right back though. J Boots faded. Might have to go click that. You know, always nice to have it on. Ouch! 3-point nuke. How dare you, Dirt Scriber? All right, it's J Boot. J Boot right quick. Just you can file this under, be prepared slash staying ready slash PvP server things. We're here. We might as well click it. And I want it not especially buried, right? It's gonna be my last buff that I have. So I gotta refresh this turtle scan. Once I get outside, I got a shroud out again. Let's do it. Okay. Back to it. Like we never left. Let's try to get down to the inner sanctum. Make a little silent move down there. Nobody knows that we're rushing the sanctum right now. Let's go. Let's go through the pit. And I'm pretty sure I remember the run now. Annoying Llama. Hey, welcome Raiders. Whoa, what's this guy? I've never seen this weapon on him. What is this? What is this thing? Let's find out.
There he is.
Annoying Llama, I appreciate you. How are you doing today? Hope you had a great stream. We're here on, Red 99, the Project 1999 PvP server. It's quiet. It's a quiet server. There's a whole 6 players online right now. We just finished some Embers Adrift. Interesting. Warrior Rogue Slow Weapon. Really? Canyoneer Pike. Huh. Oh, it's no drop? Man, come on, man. Alright, I have a warrior here. I'm gonna go grab it. I've never seen that weapon in my life. I'm gonna get on my warrior really quick. I'm lucky that I ran him back here. So otherwise, there's no chance I'd be looting this. So this is my Shadow Knight, level 60 Shadow Knight. I have a bunch of Shadow Knights, but this is my high level one. I'm trying to get faction because I have a Scargus head to turn in for the Signet Ring in Chardock, but I need a lot of faction for that. I have a warrior too. I like to play my warrior, and yeah, you just saw that weapon, that no drop Canyoneer Pike is rotting. So I'm coming. I'm coming for it. Let's make a silent move. Moving in silence. Nobody knows I'm camping over. You have it on your rogue on the PvE server? Nice. I mean, Drowsy doesn't seem like the biggest slow, but I'll I'll take it. Any slow is welcome to my slowless warrior. Oh, hold on. Need middleman. Okay. Middleman's such a game changer, right? I used to take so long to log in before middleman. You've always wanted to play P99 or Quorum. Hey, if you ever play P99 Red, you could definitely, we can help you out, you know? So there's dozens of us. And this is the server, you know, me and my guild play on. All right, Temple of Dr. Oga. Let's go. Logging in the warrior real quick. Yeah, any slow is better than no slow. Exactly. We're gonna rush down in there. The only bad thing is we're going down the pit, so it's kind of like a one-way trip, right? We go down, and then this guy might chase me. We go down, and as far as getting back up, it's not going to be quite as easy. Shit. Maybe I should have invised. No invis potions? Oh, shit, you guys. Ooh. Alright, here's that corpse. 4 minutes. Canyoneer Pike acquired. Pretty cool. Piercing, primary only. You know, so it has some drawbacks. Pantheon and Embers Adrift. That's what's up. That's what's up. So Pantheon's launching the PvP server soon, right? You hear about this? I made some promises to the viewers that I was going to go check it out, at least while it's fresh and new. So, you know, that's happening next month. So that should be exciting. I know they got a bunch of polishing to still do on that game, but, you know, I'm sure it's going to have that fresh server smell. You know, there's nothing like a brand new PvP server in any game, I would say. And they're doing it in an interesting way. I'm intrigued. But anyway, so I took that one-way trip down the freaking you're a VIP with Pantheon. You would never see this coming. That's what's up. Um, yeah, we've been hyped up about it for a while on this, because I only played PvP EverQuest. I used to be, as we say, a bluebie when you have a blue name. Like we got a red name here. But when I was a bluebie, I grew up a bluebie, right? I played EverQuest when I was in middle school, high school on a blue server. Moral Thule. Eventually, I re-rolled on Zev, aka Druzzle Row, or whatever it's named now. Gone through a million mergers over the years, but I used to play over there and we had fun. But I got bit by the red bug about 14 years ago, and there's no turning back for me. I'm not waiting in lines anymore. If I want a camp, I want to fight for the camp, uh, or else I don't deserve the camp. They should wait until Bard gets in. Yeah, oh man, Bards are, if they're anything like EverQuest, they're gonna be great. I love Bards. I got a level 50, I think 58 Bard. Um, and it's so much fun, so powerful. Could do anything. But yeah, we got the Canyoneer Pike. We extracted it, hammered out. Are back in the over there, but +1 Canyoneer Pike. I like the look of it. It's a cool graphic. Really cool. Looks like a Worm Slayer, right? Bards break games. Yeah, yeah. When you start your EQ journey, you'll be a druid or a monk. Nice. So druids are an excellent solo class when you don't need gear really. You have like just you're powerful. You have a lot of great spells that do things. And, I mean, you're mobile. You got a lot of great options. But monk is like kind of gear dependent on the. I should say on this server anyway. I don't know how it goes on blue or green or whatever. Maybe you're fine. But on this server, as a melee, you want to be able to stack your magic resist because if like I said, druids are really good. Other casters, they'll make quick work of you if you can't resist some roots, stuff like that. Monks have 0 channeling, so they can't even cast pumice on themselves under a little bit of pressure. So it's my suggestion would be druid first to get the plat to buy some gear, and then play the monk with the gear. But hey, anything works. If you do join Red 99, I got some stuff for you. You could start with the monk, because you don't got to worry about, we got you. We got you. We take care of each other here. Um, Monks need gear on blue servers. I believe it. I believe it. But a monk with gear is so good. Melees are strong on this server. Um, they nerfed spell damage in PvP. Once upon a time, it was a balancing patch years and years and years ago, where now PvP spell damage does 2/3 damage. It's almost like you know when something's running versus like chasing you versus stationary or fleeing with dots. 67% damage or whatever. It's just like that, except any situation in PvP. Nukes are less, dots are less. And it was a balancing patch, and it's still they're still good. You know what I mean? Casters are still viable, but because of that, things have kind of shifted towards the pure melees. Um, I main a hybrid, and I love my hybrid. Shadow Knight, best of both worlds. I'm mobile. I got the invis, I got the feign death, I got the invis undead. I can get where I want to get, do what I want to do, and I can channel dispel, right? And channel any spell. It's great, love it. But when I play against a warrior or a monk or something like that, I always feel bad. You know what I mean? Like that extra skill, the raised caps on the melee skills just makes such a huge difference in PvP. Like at least that's how it feels at the moment to me. I'll be you know, swinging my weapon. Maybe I'll get a double attack in there. Maybe one of them will even be decent damage. But most of the time, I'm like swinging and missing, or like hitting little piddly damage on my Shadow Knight versus a warrior, and then the warrior's hitting me double attack, double attack with a critical hit. You know what I mean? It's just it's brutal. So if you can't beat them, join them. I made a warrior, and I'm so eager to fight another warrior with my warrior, and I don't think it's happened yet. I haven't gotten into a good fight like that. I've gotten into plenty of good fights on the warrior, but I don't think any of them are warrior versus warrior yet. That's really what I made it for. Um, it's on my Shadow Knight. I'll eat most classes easy enough. I eat shamans for lunch, and I save room for like a rogue for dinner. Um, the power of harm touch. It's so good. But when you're against a warrior, that harm touch is less effective. One, because they got so much more HP. They got the natural magic resist, so they might get a partial harm touch, which would make it even worse. And you're just making them mad. You know what I mean? If you're not killing them with that harm touch, now they're gonna be like crippling blows on you instead of critical hits. Warriors got disciplines, mighty strike. It's powerful. So, like I said, if you can't beat them, join them. I made a warrior because they're tough. They're very tough. And of course, you probably heard, if you follow P99 EverQuest at all, it's all about bow quest these days, right? There's a bug, an exploit, right? This is not classic EverQuest. This is not the way it's supposed to be, despite what anybody wants to say. A faster weapon has less delay bonus, right? Slow weapons, such as this slowest weapon, weighted axe, 150 delay, that has a huge damage bonus because of the delay. For some reason on this server, on all the P99s, you get that damage bonus on your bow. So if I shoot this 25 delay bow, which is made even faster by a quiver, it's like a machine gun of like super powered arrows. It's not fair. So that's what people are doing. They equip the weighted axe, they equip the fast bow, and they're like pew 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 pew. Um, it is what it is. That's the meta now. I don't like it. I tend not to equip the weighted axe to use the bow. You know what I mean? If they do it, then I'm gonna do it too. But I try not to. I don't think it's very fair. I think the bow is good enough without the weighted axe equipped. Um, I keep the weighted axe mostly to actually swing it. I love swinging the weighted axe. That's so classic to me. I used to use it back in the day. I still use it now. Shit, where'd it go? Did I drop it on the ground? Oh, okay. Woo! Damn, I gotta organize my bags. This is classic. People who watch the stream know that me and my bags don't have a good relationship. I just throw everything in there, and then I'm like, oh shit, where'd it go? Sometimes I'll try, but this is why I like to have top slots available. Like right now, I have one top slot with the Lev cloak. That's not enough. I like 4 top slots, so I don't have to dig in any bags for 4 items. I know right where they're at. My Shadow Knight has 3 top slots right now. I think the Bard has 4. You're gonna start cleaning. That's what's up. I like to rise and grind on a Thursday morning. Happy wife, happy life. Hey, you're smart for that. You're very smart for that. Before you go, I know bag order is definitely it's like my kryptonite, and it always has been. No matter what, you know what I mean? And spelling, I don't know how to spell. Annoying lava, thank you. Holy shit. I appreciate that so much. Wow. What a day. You're starting the Thursday off right. Um, Let me give you a shout out too. Hold on, I gotta open up my chat in the browser. It might make some sound real quick. I'm just running. What zone am I in? Burning Woods? What am I doing? Um, okay, hold on. Let's give a shout out to Annoying Llama. Flippy Darkpaw, what's up? Hey, Flippy Darkpaw, make sure you go check out Annoying Llama. I just gave a shout out. Appreciate all them subs, Annoying Llama. That's huge. Made my day, for real. And Flippy Darkpaw, guess what? We're just getting started over here. We were messing around in Droga, aka Dr. Oga, right? I like to call it Dr. Oga these days. Yonder Wiley got me on that train. I love it. I think it's hilarious, Dr. Oga. Anyway, so we were there. We got a bunch of goblin skins on the warrior and the shadow knight. Well, I guess I got them on the shadow knight today. I got the ones on the warrior last stream. Canyoneer Pike dropped, right? I saw it. I was on the shadow knight. I'm like, ooh, what's this? I kill the thing and it drops this no drop weapon. I'm like, well, luckily I have a warrior, logged on the warrior, grabbed the pike. We hit the over there hammer and got out of there. And, it is what it is. I do have that uncanny ability. I'm glad you noticed. We're just getting started. Let's go check our faction in Chardock. Let's go run around in there like some madmen. I love that zone. I hope you love that zone too. But, yeah, what a Thursday. Every Thursday morning we play a little EQ. A quick little rise and grind session. It's normally a couple hours. I might push it slightly longer today, at least as long as to get to Chardock, and then we go raid another channel, show some love and enjoy EverQuest or an associated game, maybe some Pantheon, whatever's hot in the streets. We'll go, at some point, not yet. And then, Thursday, it's a work weekday, gotta go face the real world. What's the prey today? It was goblins. We were demolishing goblins in Dr. Oga. We have a mighty need for green goblin skins. I'm going to be ravenously devouring green goblin skins in the form of turning them in Chardock because Scargus, right? I got the Scargus head. Got two of them now. Got it on the Shadow Knight and the Warrior. And neither one of them have the faction to turn it in yet. So it's like I have purpose in this game again. You know what I mean? Like I have a quest. I have quite the quest. So it's nothing I can finish today, that's for sure. This is EverQuest. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It might even be a treadmill, right? It's all good. Love this game. I've been loving this game since I was a young teenager, If anything, I love this game more than ever. But I sure wish we had a new server. I wish we had a fresh PvP server to play on. That would reignite my immersion. I was crashing out earlier in the stream. I promised I wasn't gonna, but I was crashing out because they unbanned the 5-boxer. Unbelievable. An unbelievable turn of events, you know what I mean? Just when I'm starting to praise the staff over here for doing the right thing, they gotta completely undo any goodwill I was giving them. But it's fine. I got the mug to remind myself I do not care, right? They're not gonna. Would Fippy Darkpaw care if somebody else is 5-boxing? No, he would charge the gates anyway. So, right, what does it matter to me if they, obviously I'm, but I'm not gonna crash out. We got a hype train. That's what's up. Wow. Thank you for that hype train. On a Thursday morning of all things. So even though they like me inside Chardock, or they tolerate me inside Chardock, maybe they don't like me, but they tolerate me. Oh shit. They don't like me outside at all, as seen. We got a little train. Choo choo. If there's nobody in the zone, then you know, I don't need to announce a train. You know, I'm not training anybody. It's the benefit of an empty server or sparsely populated server. I know I've gone on rants about how it's not empty. We're here. There's dozens of us. Um. Anyway, apprehensive. I don't know who. Should I hand in the skins on the warrior first, or for the Shadow Knight first? I guess that's the real question. I think we need back on the Shadow Knight, right? We ran here to loot, or we ran the warrior to loot the no drop slow proc rep before it rotted. Now let's look at some pops while we're here. Sarnax be like, cash me outside. I'm like, ridiculous. So I mean, they don't love me, but they tolerate me. I'm running through, proud, loud and proud. I'm stomping through. Let's go see what's up down here. Not that I'm gonna kill it on a warrior, but you know, even with bow quest, I feel like that's a little much. Trying to solo some Chardock names, especially at level 55. Like, no, not happening. Not happening at all. But we can look, we can observe. We can maybe even tell relevant enchanters, you know. But let's see. Let's see what's over here first. I like this area. Of course, as a Shadow Knight main, you know I love if the guy right here is up, which that's a placeholder. How about this one? Nope. All right, let's go run this way. We'll see if like the Invis ring guy is up, stuff like that. I have a slow proc, you're right. I didn't even think of that. Um, I hope I think of it next time I need to use it. Because, yeah, it was not something I woke up this morning expecting. It's not even something I knew existed. Oh shit, Arch Inspector Nibizi. What you got? You got the stick. That's pretty cool. You know, it's not bad. Arch Inspector Nibizi. I'm gonna bat phone the pals. You know, this is our little secret. Nobody knows that this freaking what's his name? Arch Inspector Nibizi. Let's see what else. Let's dive on in. One of the most popular camps in this whole zone is, of course, the one right here in the bank. People really like the bow. Here's the placeholder, Veteran Drill Master. So, no Sarnak Warbow up. Right? Silent moves. I'm not even sure which rod that is, to be honest. I'm gonna guess it's the one with the proc? Or the... I don't know. Let's go see if the Kennel Master guy is up. Or the Herbalist. Okay, so not the named Herbalist. Let's go check the Kennel Master. I know, of course, there's other names in this zone that I'm not looking at right now, but um, you know, I'm looking at what I like to look at. Yeah, Apprentice. Okay. Well, good to know. Oops. I tried to float over that railing and did not happen. Love Chardock. Cool dungeon. Pretty action-packed, to be honest. A lot of PvP happens down here. Not for level 55s usually. You know what I mean? Like my warrior's probably not gonna see anything to, you know, come on a 60 to Chardock. Oh yeah. People fight over this place all the time. Even on this server, you know what I mean? There could be like 4 players online. One of them might be here. It has some decent drops. And, you know, the stuff you want is probably pretty rare. You're going to be down here a while if you're looking for it. But anyways, let's get back on the Shadow Knight. Let's get back to Dr. Oga, you know? Paging Dr. Oga, aka Droga, right? Draga, however you want to say it. I say Dr. Oga now. Ever since I heard that, I'm not going to stop calling it Dr. Oga. But that's where the goblin skin comes from. I need dozens of stacks. So many goblin skins, it's not even fun. But nobody knows we're switching back over to the Shadow Knight. Nobody knows we're gonna go see what respawned in the inner sanctum. It's our little secret. But, hey, have I linked the Discord today? No, I haven't. Let's do this. It's called the Swamp, right? Chewy Swamp, in fact. And it's the place to be. If you play EverQuest, if you're EverQuest curious, um, or whatever, if you're into MTG Arena even, this is the place to be. And I know a lot of EverQuest groups have been picking up. I think every night for the past 6 or 7 nights straight, there's been a group in the voice chat, right? I haven't even been a part of it yet. Maybe I'll join in next time, but it's been used. You know what I mean? Like I always say, if you build it, they will come. Well, we built it, and now they're coming. So come on down. The water's fine. It's the place to be. I've been saying it's the official, unofficial channel for EverQuest PvP, and I stand by that. Fear PB, I see you just joined. I'm gonna give you that green name. You're a certified champion. You're now welcome to the exclusive chat, the swamp. So hop on in. The water's fine. You know, it's still early in the morning. It's 8 a.m. on the East Coast, which means it's what 5 a.m. on the West Coast. You know, people are still waking up. Servers still waking up. Chat's still waking up. But we're here. We're here 24/7 in the Discord. It's popping. Let's go back on the Shadow Knight. Nobody knows. Silent moves. I saw the what's it called, the avatar, and I had a feeling it was you. But you know, I guess it could have been anybody. But good. Thank you for confirming that. Yeah, welcome to the chat. Anytime you want to dive on into Red 99, there's always some action ready to happen in there. And I see there's a couple people that even joined last night while I was not online. Let's get them green name. Hustles. I know you were in the group chat or in the voice chat with them last night. You're a champion too. Mardo777, same thing. You just got made a champion, right? Official. Joining good company. All right, so we were right here when we saw that warrior weapon and got so derailed. Hold on, wait. Stop moving silently. Here, like I said, we were right here. We saw a warrior weapon and we got a little derailed. And now we're back at it like we never left. I was on my way to the inner sanctum. I was going to rush there, see what repopped at the soothsayer camp. I'm pretty sure it's all rights, right? We just take all rights until we get to that one little dead end area, which I think is this one. Ignore that one. Take this right. I do believe. Been a while. Yeah, I did it. No map. All right, now that we're through this wall, I don't exactly remember.
They're taking a tactical advantage, but that's why it gets easier. I mean,
every time I hear that, I laugh. It reminds me of that. You know, it was the Smeedy video. That's what it's from. Smeedy made a vid where it was Nilly getting dunked on by Holocaust in Sol B. And there's just so many quotable moments. The tactical advantage, the small me just nuked me. You know, that's what that's from too. Remember that one? Small me just nuked me. Uh, Anyways, classic Red 99. If we had a fresh server, we would have classic moments like that again. I wasn't even there. You know, I wasn't in the Holocaust. Hell no, I fought Holocaust. I wasn't in Nihilum. I fought Nihilum. You know what I mean? It was not a two-guild server. It was a lively place. The more dots, the more DPS. It probably was that one. That's classic too. We gotta rewatch that. It's been so long. And Xantile, everybody freaking out because Xantile's in the zone. Which I should say Xantile. What else? Need to get ready for PvP get buffed. That's from the same one. Fecal finger painting. What's going on? Thursday. It's the Thursday Rise and Grind special. You know, it's not the Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest, because that's on Sunday, of course. It's the Thursday Rise and Grind. You know, it's short but sweet. We get in, we get immersed, and then we get out and on with our day. You know, normally I've already ended it by now, but we're riding high off a hype train right now. So you better believe I got a little more gas in me right for this second. But you know, eventually we will say we're just getting started. To wind the stream down. It'll happen. It'll come. But we're just getting started right now. The more dots, the more DPS. Groundbreaking strategy. Unheard of. Let's see what we got over here. I'm looking, making sure there's no bodyguard. We got Rotgus up again. He's been dropping his dagger over and over again. So he got the dagger in hand again. What do you call a halfling rogue falling into Old Payneal? A little con descending. Oh my god, that's so funny, KH fan. I never heard that one before. I like it. I do. I appreciate that one. It's a groaner. You know what I mean? Which I'm gonna say is high praise. You know, if it really makes you want to groan, that's a good one. And oh brother, I like it. Happy Zone. We got JP in the house. Big jogging pants. Dark Castu. I am a Shadow Knight. It's my main. I got a 60 Shadow Knight. I got a 46 Shadow Knight. I got a 40 or something. I got a bunch of Shadow Knights. I got Shadow Knights all over the place. I love the class. I got a Warrior too, though. You know, don't count me out. I got a Bard. I got a Druid. You know what I mean? I'm very much an EverQuest enjoyer. And this server is, I hate to say stale, but let's go ahead and say this server's stale. You know what I mean? We've been on Velius for a decade. There's, you know, nothing else to do but make helps, really. I mean, I guess you can try to hit Dustin's flock or whatever, but I'm happy with my gear, you know? I don't need to go crazy and raid or anything like that. I rated enough back on live. You know, now I'm on the emulator. I'm living a different life. What's my AA? So no AAs on this server. Unfortunately, I wish. I say it all the time. I think the perfect endpoint to classic EverQuest would be Lucklin. I said Velius, which is what they have here. I'm sick of Velius. I want Lucklin, right? Lucklin added AAs, and that would be wonderful. It would give us something to do, something to grind. I know it's really unfortunate, but this is what they decided. This is they made this decision years ago, decades ago even, and they're sticking with it. That classic EverQuest is classic Kunark and Velius, and that's it. Never Lucklin. And I will go ahead and say the Lucklin models are abominations. I don't like the Lucklin models, and they do kind of snap you out of that classic feel. But who says you need the Lucklin models, right? Leave them out, or let people choose whether they want them or not, which is how it was on live, right? You had checkboxes. Do you want the Lucklin model on or off for this race? How about this one? You got to pick and choose for all of them, even elementals. Um, so you know what I mean? Nobody's forced to use Lucklin models. We're getting down a whole tangent. Um, THJ has oh shit, I hit the wrong button. You say THJ has AAs based on what classes you pick. You get to pick from 1 to 3 classes. I didn't even know you could pick less than 3. I thought you had to pick 3. That's interesting. I don't know why you. Is there any benefit to picking less than 3? Ratgus' sticker again. Yeah, I never played THJ, but I've definitely watched a bunch of streams of it, and it's intriguing. Oh, if you want it to be harder, gotcha. Okay, sure. So you're only hurting yourself. You ever see anybody do that? You ever see like a one class? I didn't even know it was possible. But anyway, I know I said it was going to happen, but it's about that time, right? It's about that time where I say we're just getting started, dot dot dot, to wind the stream down, right? It's we're gonna go find a channel to raid, and we're gonna show some love. We're gonna remind them EverQuest PvP players are EverQuest enjoyers too. You know, we're not so different. We're just the vocal minority, and we get a bad rep. You know, a lot of people don't like EverQuest PvP players for whatever reason. You know, it is what it is. And as a staunch supporter of it, I'm used to it. You know, if I post a clip of EverQuest PvP on like my Chewy What a Wookie Facebook page, it's gonna get some hate comments. You know, it's gonna get a lot of people that want to make their opinion known, and their opinion is that they hate it, and it's hate, and it's the worst thing they've ever seen, and they're stupid and dumb, blah blah blah. It happens every time, but it is what it is. We're just EverQuest enjoyers too. Seems fun to watch, yeah. I mean, we're playing the same game, you know. I'm down here killing goblins, you know. That's not so different. But what is different is I'm checking /who like every 2 freaking seconds. Um, Gotta keep your head on a swivel, right? Stay buffed. Keep your buffs in the right order. Be prepared as far as you really want to know what's in your bags to wear. My bags are notoriously messy, but I do at least know what's in the bags. Just once I get outside of that, but be prepared. There's 2 players online. It's me and the level 1. I'm gonna just go ahead and declare victory, right? We won. We won EverQuest. Red 99. They're renaming it FOH 99 in honor of Flowers of Happiness. You heard it here first. Alright, anyways. We're just getting started over here to wind the stream down. Let's go find a channel to raid. Everybody who's been watching this morning, I appreciate you so much. And we're going to do it one more time. Shout out. Annoying llama. Slash shout. I did slash shout. Slash shout out. There we go. Oh shit. I can't. I tried to do it and I'm not logged into the chat. Hold on. Maybe I'm just okay. 1:22 a.m. Wow. Well, what perfect time for us to go lead a raid. You know, show some love. Remind them that EverQuest PvPers are EverQuest enjoyers too. You know, we're not so different. We're not so different. Let's see, same category. Who's playing EverQuest right now? Dual Nature is playing EverQuest right now on P99 Green. Hey, terrific. I haven't seen another P99 stream in a little bit. Well, that's not true. Logan was streaming P99 the other day. It's good. It's good to see P99 streams. Nothing against THJ. You know, I love watching THJ also, but you know, I gotta show some love to Classic EQ as well. Everybody who's been hanging out today, thank you so much. Anybody who joined the Discord today, anybody who's already in the Discord, hey, we're gonna be keeping in touch over there the rest of the week. And of course, you'll see me back here Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2025 number 11 will be here live all day on Sunday. Got big plans for that one. You know, we're fresh off the Y2K. It's a new millennium, so we got a whole new, you know, everything. Yeah, let's spread the love. The dude, it was good to see you. Ratwill, thanks for hanging out. KH Fan, Dark Kasu, well below average, fecal finger painting, Grimlust, everybody who hung out today. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, let's go join this raid. I think I already hit the button actually. So, peace.